Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now I ran up on something a little bit interesting, right? A little bit controversial. So, guys get ready for it. Golden Boy Promotions, main man, Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy himself, right? We know Oscar goes through little things, but, here's another point, another thing that he's done lately that I think just shows me it's a little bit detached from reality. And the people that are surrounding him are helping him be detached from reality, right? But he says heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder would be a bigger star if he was still with him. And he said heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua would be begging for the fight with Wilder instead of it being the other way around if he were still with him. Now, Oscar De La Hoya promoted Deontay Wilder's first 33 fights all the way until he became a champion. After that, they split ways. And, Deontay Wilder is not more famous. All right. The few fights he didn't have, a couple of fights, Alexander Povetkin was dope. Luis Ortiz was dope. Those would have been significant fights, would have helped his legacy. They didn't happen because the other guys were dope. And Deontay Wilder's not that big in America. And I don't think if he would be big, even with Golden Boy or anyone else. Because America's America. And it's just not happening. Any fighter that's 38 and 0 with 37 knockouts, or 39 and 0 with 38 knockouts, and the heavyweight champion, if he's not known, then who is it? Whose fault is that? But see, the thing with Oscar De La Hoya, and a lot of you guys are still, you let him get away with this. A black fighter probably wouldn't want to fight for Oscar De La Hoya right now. And one of the reasons being is when you have those racist emails from last year, from late last year, you're talking about people from Ring Magazine writing Oscar De La Hoya Golden Boy's promotion and calling Al Heyman, the main man of PBC who was bringing the free boxing, calling him the black Hitler and a nigger, right? In these emails. And it's been 6 months maybe, let's say around 6 months. And they have never, ever took the opportunity to denounce these, or distance themselves from those emails. And that was before the Chavez Jr. fight, where they had the whole promotion, the time to say that, to do something about it. Oscar De La Hoya since then has come out with open letters to the public. Remember that open letter he wrote trying to tell everybody to not tune in to the Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor fight? He came out with an open letter. So that means you could have came out with an open letter to denounce these emails. They were coming to you. And it's obvious. But what they've done is been silent about it. And like I told you guys before, that silence is loud for people who pay attention. And so until he addresses that, people that know about it are going to have him on their radar and in a negative way. Because you should want to denounce those emails. You should want to detach yourself from those, distance yourself from those, but they don't. And ESPN, I got a video coming up later. I'm going to say something about that. But ESPN, he's been on there several times doing interviews. They refuse to ask him about it, which means my antenna is up when it comes to them as well. So this is just another example of that. I just found that to be interesting that he feels as though he would be able to promote him better. That's not a problem. But the problem is to look at yourself first in the mirror and find out why wouldn't he want to be there. Luis Ortiz doesn't want to be there either. Right? You got lucky. A couple of people are still there, like Gamboa came back, I think. But other than that, people of color have paid attention to that. And you would have to address that first. And then you can get back to that. Lucky got Canelo Alvarez right now. Because Canelo is, that's working for them right now. Even though there's a few things they should do, but they don't have to. And that's cool. But if you want to get people of color, you're going to have to address those emails. Because when someone's calling people out of their name and the N-word, you should be wanting to say something about it. And as long as you don't say anything about it, then we're listening to the silence. It's pretty much that simple. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.